What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another 10 Glen Society podcast. I am Jake, your host today, and we got Josh with me, also known as KatoDrinkss. We just finished a short barrel pick today. We're having some short barrel in honor of our pick we just did. Picked an awesome, you guys will have seen it by now. This will come out later. We picked an OZ Tyler 8-year barrel at 135 proof. Both barrels we chose that were our top two were unbelievable, but we're going to interview Josh today, and we got some questions for him. So, you ready?
Yes, sir. Let's get into it.
So I'm going to start off with some basic questions. Obviously, what bottle got you into whiskey?
The bottle that got me into whiskey, it's funny because it wasn't actually a whiskey bottle. The thing that got me into it, my birthday, like 2 years ago, I was looking for the Hennessy Pure White. So on YouTube, TikTok, stumbled across some Bruzel videos, and that made me deep dive into like, okay, wait, bourbon is a hobby for people, and it's been going ever since.
It kind of goes down that rabbit hole, doesn't it?
Yeah, it was like that 2 a.m. rabbit hole, and I was like, I have all the ideas if I can do this.
I feel like it's the same way it was for me. It's we didn't think we'd be doing a short barrel pick today. I didn't think it'd be at Josh's house if you didn't realize the setup. So pretty crazy. Also, a huge shout out to Ryan. We'll have some barrel heads coming soon. We all got custom barrel heads. Josh has his in all black. Pretty fucking cool, and we're super excited about these coming out with our Glen Cairns inside.
Yes.
What was your first big bottle purchase?
My first big bottle purchase was I went to New Orleans, went to Sazerac House. 2 bottles of E.H. Taylor, the small batch. And this was before they started flooding the markets with it in the past year. Well, not even a year, past like 3 to 6 months. So that was, 2 bottles of that plus a bottle of JT Melick all in the same day. So I consider that all one purchase.
That's like one side to the other. JT Melick versus DHL small batches.
I need some more JT Melick, actually.
I just had one for my Fresh Pop Friday last week, and it was unfreaking believable. I was very impressed. Okay, Josh, what was the first bottle that made you go, okay, I'm into this now?
Four Roses. Without a doubt. Four Roses, single barrel, not the red labels behind us, but the regular standard single barrel that they send to all stores. Yeah, that was the first one where it was like, okay, I'm getting butterscotch. I'm getting these different notes. And I didn't think everybody from bourbon TikTok and bourbon YouTube was crazy because some of the flavors in the beginning, it's like, how do you taste cream cheese? All I get is ethanol.
I feel like it's different too. If you've been used to drinking higher proof stuff, it's a lot different going, into that point.
Yeah.
So it changes that.
And see, actually, I used to drink bourbon wrong when I was in college and like younger. We would just get bourbon or whiskey or something, and most times we would just take shots. So I was drinking it wrong. So it was like, yeah, this is good. I got to where I needed to be. But once it was like you're savoring and trying to get those flavors and notes, whole different ballgame.
By the way, there is no wrong way to drink a bourbon. You drink it how you like. Disclaimer. We got a couple more questions in this section, Josh. What's your go-to pour as of late?
We put a bottle on the shelf too. Pour as of late. It's a mix of two. It's been finishing off this Penelope Havana and really getting into this maple finish from ASW from the All-Star release and everything. So getting into this one and savoring and not trying to finish this one.
Love that. Okay, how do you prefer your whiskey? Proof down, barrel strength, lower barrel strength, or bottle and bond?
I'm going to have to go. It depends on the day of the week. Obviously, if work kicked my butt, you go ahead and give me barrel strength and cash strength. But regularly, I'll probably take bottled and bond because I'm like a 110 to 120 comfort zone. So 100, if I had to drink something every day, that'll be pretty much good.
So you're a lower proof, like cash strength, so you get all those flavor notes, but you still have the not kill you proof.
Yeah.
Last question of the segment. What's the one bottle you never buy again?
It's funny because I actually still have that bottle. It is a bottle of, and this may ruffle a few feathers. I will never buy another bottle of Rebel Calf Strength, a store pick. I won't buy this store pick from this store. I'm not going to call the store out. I'll pull the label down a little bit so y'all don't zoom in and, try and get me caught up. But yeah, that one, it's real funky on the note. on the nose, and it's strong leather and ethanol, and I don't like it.
Interesting. That's a crazy pull, Josh. I've liked the couple Rebels I had. I don't have any store picks, but there is one locally that I might have to try.
I think I had a regular one that wasn't a store pick, and it was like, all right, I like Rebel, but anytime I try to go back to that one, it just doesn't sit well.
Okay, Josh, we're getting into the personal sections now. What does whiskey mean to you?
That is a good question. What does whiskey mean to me? Whiskey to me is relaxing and like ending the day and enjoying it with your friends. Obviously, laid back. Whiskey is meant to be shared, and I think I'll just leave it at that because I could go all day to what whiskey is to me.
I think I said, and I think Chris was the same. It's about the community for us. It's not just about like the pour or the juice or whatever it is. It's about the drinking with your friends, and even if it's virtual,
all the we can agree to disagree. The only thing all bourbon people agree on is nobody likes Fireball. But other than that, we have respectable opinions and we get into those differences in a respectable way, which is enjoyable.
Yeah, I think it comes down to like you might like this, flavor profile or that. Like I don't like Penelope. It's just not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
But some Penelopes also are very nice to have. So it just depends. And I get what you're saying. It's definitely a toss up on what you like and why you like it. Okay. How do you, Josh, define a good pour? There's a good pour, by the way.
Decent legs on the glass. Obviously, for those of you who don't know, when you spin your glass, how slow it falls down the glass, those are the legs. So decent legs, decent color, and the one word that all bourbon people hate, smooth.
I will say, yeah. Yeah.
It's not smooth. You shouldn't say that.
I will say, though, for the smooth thing, we had two 130 over 130 proofs as our final two picks, and they were both killer smooth for 135, 137.
For the first pour of the day, first sip.
At 10 a.m. 10 a.m.
That was before 10 a.m. That was like 9:47. But first pour of the day, two 130, 134 plus proofs back to back. And first pour of the day, I said to drink like it was in my perfect range, 100 to 110. So it's going to be interesting to see how this flavor profile changes once we get this barrel bottled and get it out to y'all.
Okay, Josh, you're going to a friend's house. What's the one bottle you're bringing to impress that friend?
A bottle that I want to take to a friend's house to impress them out of what I currently have.
It could be anything. You can pick it up at a store and take it over too.
Okay. Well, if it's something that's easily accessible for me, Eagle Rare. That's tended to be my show off bottle. I'm in Atlanta. It's easy for me to get in that $45 to $50 range before tax. So I'll either take that, or if it's a friend that doesn't really know anything about bourbon, I can really just pick something random and, I'm coaching them and teaching them through it. But yeah, so I'll probably have to go with Eagle Rare, and to be a tater, give me a bottle of the Antique 107.
Yeah, Antique 107 is so good. It's so good. Do you chase bottles or experiences? We went hunting before this too with the group.
I chase a little bit of both because, like you said earlier, us going hunting earlier today, that was the experience. We're chasing a different experience to see what we can get as 10 Glen owners, founders, and us hunting together to see what we all like in person. And for actual bottles, yeah, it's going to be cool. Everybody wants to have a not 107, a E.H. Taylor, Makers 2025, Jack 14 hiding somewhere on the shelf. Everybody's going to want those fancy bottles to show off. But so it's a little bit of both. Yeah, I want to have a bottle to show off, but sometimes it may be a bottle that it might be a $30 bottle, but you might have got caught up like a few people and you're in it for the look of the bottle and you have no idea what anything is about this juice, but the bottle is pretty.
Yeah, we saw some crazy price stuff at a store earlier today. It was WLW, William Lure Weller, if you don't know, and it was $2,500. So we scurried out of that store.
It was a store we went into. They wanted $50 for Buffalo Trace. The regular standard.
We hadn't even got out of the car yet. Some of the guys, Joe, went in and they walked right back out. We were like, oh, okay, next door. Okay, Josh, we got two more questions in this segment. How do you prefer to drink your whiskey? Neat, on the rocks? Obviously, we're drinking it neat in the short barrel glass?
I'm gonna go overall leaf, but it also depends. Like if I'm out, give it to me on the rocks. Home, I have nothing to do, give it to me straight.
I don't disagree with you on that one. I prefer old fashions on them out, a little easier to drink. You don't drink it as fast, you know. Have you experienced with any blends or barrel projects?
The one blend I did experience with was I had an infinity blend, which at the time I think I probably only had 30 bottles. Some of them I still have on the shelf, but had about 30 bottles, blended them all together, about an ounce of each. And that was it. I do want to do a barrel project that may come this year, or I may wait until the weather warms back up so that way I can have the hot and cold for aging per se. So yeah, right now we've done a blend. We're working on the barrel project.
Interesting. Interesting. Okay, this next segment is called Behind the Bottle. And it is first question. What's the weirdest thing you've paired with whiskey?
The weirdest thing I paired with, well, to me, it was weird to me, but a lot of people do it, or it's recommended that you do it. The different cheeses and everything like that. I tried that once from the Publix, pepper jack, Colby, this and that.
Like the charcuterie board type. Okay.
And yeah, cheese and whiskey, it's not for me. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying people are crazy. It's not for my palate.
I think it goes better with wine, to be fair. Red wine normally is.
I've heard it from a few people, and then sometimes, you might get talked into the rep at Total Wine telling you something, and it's like, okay, I may try that. I'll probably never listen to anything they have to say again.
He's not wrong. They're always trying to sell you their house brands, and very few of them are actually.
Buy this $80 bottle of unheard bourbon. No.
I do get it. They push it hard. It's pretty crazy. Okay, Josh, next question. Have you had a pour that made you emotional or brought up a memory that is somewhat emotional to you? Maybe like a kid or like wedding. You had a celebratory pour. I know you had the 107.
I think that would be my only celebratory pour. That was the special bottle. What he's speaking of, when I proposed to my fiance, that was 107. Weather 107 was my celebratory pour. So chasing another bottle of that, because that bottle got going that day. I didn't even really get to savor it outside of those 2 to 3 pours I had. But yeah, that's the only one where it was like, yeah, I'm going to wait and celebrate with this bottle. Everything else, I pretty much open when I get it.
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same way. This is for content at this point. Next question, Josh. What's your guilty pleasure pour that you're willing to admit here today, or that you love and just want to keep it a secret?
My guilty pleasure pour. A lot of people only use this for mixing. Me, if you give me some old Granddad 114, I'm good to go. I won't complain. I do have a bottle. I keep a bottle down there. It's where is it? There it is.
Not only that, guys, he has the bonded as well. So he's ready to go. And this is that if you can't find this, you probably should. It's what, $35, $40, $40.
No, I think I paid like no more than 32 after tax. And I know this one was no more than 25.
This is 25.
I want to try to find the 7-year one that they just came out.
The new bottle one, yeah. But yeah, this is a fantastic pour. If you like that little peanutty note, this bottle is for you. It's 114 proof, and it is fantastic.
I really get like off the old Granddad. I really get like peanut and like leather. So definitely, if you want some different notes and want to experience some different notes, get some old Granddad.
It is Booker's Old Granddad, same distillery feel. This is a good one. Would you rather have unlimited access to your favorite bourbon or an unlimited budget to buy and try more bottles?
Give me the budget.
The budget?
Yeah, because I'm on a craft distillery binge. Pretty much not anything, but a lot of things that are being made outside of Kentucky are attracting my attention. So I'm going with those over the big 6, big 7, whichever it is. Y'all know, makers, the Old Foresters, stuff like that. So I'm going with the smaller distilleries because they are pushing out some bangers. Like, as y'all can see behind me, I have each of them. 13th Colony. They just said they're going to make the maple, they're going to make that an everyday staple. So keep your eyes peeled. Certain areas you get certain stuff. If you're not in the area that you can get it, more than likely you should be in the 10 Glen Discord and you can find somebody who can help you.
I was just going to say that. Yeah, no, guys. I mean, Blue Note's on the up and up. We got Short Barrel on the up and up. We have a possible future pick with 13 Colonies as well. So there's definitely a lot of distilleries besides your name brand Tennessee and Kentucky and a little bit of Indiana that are out there putting out some crazy stuff that you need to try all over the country. So
Yes.
definitely the Fiddler, one of them too. It's
Fiddler is on the up and up. Fiddler and ASW, I have bias. Those are right now, I would say those are my top two craft distilleries. Both are out of Atlanta. So that's where my bias comes in. But yeah, when you put out good product, whether it's sourced or not, whether it's MGP or not, good product is good product. People are gonna complain, but it's other companies out here who source MGP and y'all still drink it. So it really doesn't matter.
Speaking of sourcing, and they're doing a fantastic job with it. So, and it's not just because we did a pick today. It has a little bit to do. Camo.
This bottle was bought back in July, so this definitely has nothing to do with the pick.
The only thing that had to do with the pick is that we both thought Short Barrel KatoDrinkss today. So, cheers, buddy. Okay, we got two more questions for this section. And actually, speaking of the unlimited bourbon, I went back to doing old Dusties instead of doing some, like, try to get some old Dusties that are hard to get. Like those 90s Blantons that are, still sitting. Those things were killer.
That'd be a great one.
Yeah.
When everybody said Blanton's was a shelfer, I wish I was able to drink in those.
Yeah. Do you judge a bourbon more by the nose, the palate, or the finish?
I judge it more so on the finish. But when I judge the finish, I have to judge it on like 2 days. So like, just say the short barrel we're drinking out, which is the wheated, that's a fresh pop. I'm gonna get a certain number and amount of notes from the nose and the palate on that, and on the finish. I may drink that later in the day. I get something completely different again. But when you come back that next day, to me, that what you get on that second day, or the second pour, as some people call it, once you get out of the neck pour, that's what you get from the bottle. So, yeah, if that makes sense to some of y'all.
I like that, actually. A lot of times people judge the bourbon too fast on a couple pours that day. Bourbon is so much different when it reaches halfway. It's crazy how much different it is. So don't overjudge those ones because it's too ethanol at the beginning. It might be. I know a lot of stags are and other ones, but they always come back.
Like, from here to here is a certain different amount of taste. But from where we're at to maybe just say mid-label, that's going to be another different taste of everything. And then mid to the end of the bottle, that's going to taste different than everything we've had. Once bourbon opens up, as you all should know, or if you don't, once you give bourbon some time, you don't have to finish a bottle in one day, one weekend. It's a couple of bottles I've had back there. I know it's a couple of bottles I've had for a year at least. And those bottles have opened up and I like them more than I did 6 months ago.
I think there's also some part where a lot of times you end up buying so many bottles because you want so many bottles, but having those bottles been sitting around a while actually get better over time. Is it a blackberry?
This is a blackberry. So another short barrel. We're on the honey finish. This was the one that came out over the summer. This is the blackberry out of Oregon. So yeah, we have some good things that are on the shelf. Y'all are seeing some of it on the podcast that I haven't shown on my actual TikTok page and everything, but we're going to get more into that. I want to show you guys some of everything that I have, from the least expensive to the most expensive.
But okay, Josh, you walk into the bar, you got $20. What's the pour you're going for? Now, mind you, Russell's 15 for half an ounce was $20 at the bar. Just so you know. So half an ounce, it could be at any size pour you want. You can multiply the pour, however you want to do it.
I'm going to probably go, because I'm going out and I'm limited to $20 and I'm not trying to spend more than $20. Most places, and again, this is bias of where I'm from, most places in Atlanta have Buffalo Trace on the cheap and cheap. I've gotten pours of Buffalo Trace. I've gotten pours of Buffalo Trace right after happy hour for $6-7. So you get 3 of those. I mean, I'll scrub up a few pennies for $21, but you get 3 pours of Buffalo Trace, you good till you get back home.
Hey, our buddy Rick in the 10 Glen Society would love that. He's Mr. Buffalo Trace.
Mr. Buffy Trace.
Well, Ricky. Okay, hot take time. Give me your Whiskey hot take.
My whiskey hot take would have to be, ooh, this is a good one.
Let it fester.
My whiskey hot take relates to color for bourbon. The darker, the better. Most of the ones that I've had that have been darker than certain things or whatever. And sometimes it's just the lighting in the store. But to me, if a whiskey is dark, it's gonna be good. That's what sometimes suckers me into bottles. I've bought things just off of the color of the juice. Get home, open it, and it's just like, and that's with letting it open up, letting it sit, Rebel Cash Strength, and it just didn't do it for me. So some of them, but it had great color. So color doesn't make everything.
I think our pick was less colorful than the other ones. The one we picked today.
Yeah, when we were
I
outside,
think it was the brightest.
yeah, but when we were outside, that you could have thought that was an American light whiskey. How light that was. It was
Also no label. It was blank.
Yeah, no label
And
no nothing. So bare bottle, it looks light, but I'm pretty sure.
give you all a little sneak preview of the sample bottle that we got. Y'all probably already gotten the samples that we're going to give away at this point.
Yep. But bottle should be coming soon within a few weeks. Like he said, depending on when this comes out, we're looking at, they told us about 45, 50 days. So from when we're actually recording this in October, that puts us to around either right before or right after Thanksgiving. Hopefully it's before Thanksgiving, and this is a pour you can all share with your family for Thanksgiving.
Most likely this will be out early November. Because what's the 10th now? So it'll be out early November. Y'all have seen it.
The bottle should be coming a few weeks after this.
And I'm telling you, we're going to do more picks. So if y'all don't have the Discord or the Patreon notifications on, you're missing out because we're doing some crazy stuff with new picks coming up. We have some potential 2 sets of picks that we can do in the future.
And it's only going to get better from here.
Next, we're going to the 10 Glen Society identity section with Josh here. Josh, I think you probably know this one. I think I remember this one, but how did you become a part of 10 Glen Society?
I think the same way we all did. Jake DM'd us and was like, hey, you make good content. Let's make a group. Okay, yeah. And once he told me some of the people that he's already spoken to, those were a lot of the people that I was already commenting on their videos. They were commenting on mine. And it was just like, yeah, let's go ahead and start a group and see where this could possibly take us.
Well, took us to Short Barrel today. That was wild.
It definitely did.
Then finally got to meet Josh, Will. Trying to be coming back to Atlanta next weekend when you guys are seeing this. But yeah, I'm glad that I started it, and I'm glad it's gotten this far. It's really cool with the future aspects we have.
Yes.
Okay. What has been your favorite memory of the group so far?
Starting the Discord.
Yeah.
Because going into it, some of y'all know, some of y'all don't, but there were long nights, early mornings with planning this. When are we going to drop it? What do we want to do? Trying to think and create the different channels that we had for everything. So actually, launching the Discord and seeing how quick it's grown and really how quick it grew that first week, it was like, yo, we're at this many people and it's only been 5.5 days. So I think that'll forever, as of right now, that is still my favorite 10 Glen memory.
I think mine changed since I did mine. I think today was my favorite part, but that's just me. Just because I've only met Joe and it was for 5 minutes, so I definitely get it. The Discord though, that's all.
It'll definitely change once we do like a bottle share or all of the owners are able to come to a pick. And then my 10 Glen memory will probably change, which will probably be all owners meeting because we only had 5 today, so the other 3 y'all were definitely missed, but we took care of y'all. We represented 10 Glen well, and y'all are gonna be excited when this bottle comes out.
We got 4 other members joining today too, which is funny. All joined the pick with us, and they're a part of it now. Okay, this is a good one. Dream. Okay, I'm gonna split this question into 2. Dream collab you would like to do with 10 Glen.
Dream collab.
Could be another group or whatever. Save the pick because I have the pick for the second question.
I think dream collab. They don't even have like a set group, but like Film and Flash, Center Berlin, Kevin Abu, that's with them. What's the other guy from
Big
Australia?
Mike.
Yeah, Big Mike. What is his name?
Uh-huh.
He's from Ohio.
Whiskey Idiots?
No, not Whiskey Idiots.
David Drickhouse is one too. Think about him.
Yes, I want to get one of his hoodies actually.
We need to do 10-1 hoodies. That's part of the.
Him. It's a top 2-ounce whiskey.
Oh, Shiv.
Yeah,
I think it's Shiv.
Yes. So from like, I don't even think they have a group per se, but like Cinnabourbon, Film and Flash, Shiv, everybody that's with them, that would be like my dream lineup or dream collab for us to be with, because those were people that I like kind of studied and really watched hard when I first started committing to like, yeah, I'm gonna make bourbon content. And those were the people that I was seeing doing it. And it was just like, yeah, I like your content. Let me not per se steal it. Definitely not stealing anybody's content, but you're inspiring me to make my own, in a sense.
I think they all did the Nancy Fraley rye pick at Still Austin. So I think it was the whole group that was with that. And they just did a Russell's pick recently with David Brickhouse and stuff.
Russell's pick.
I heard that was good.
Man.
Okay, last question before we get into the last segment. Do you have a whiskey superpower that you bring to the group? Finding unicorns, tasting, nosing, chaos, spark the debates. He is the content guy. I'll tell you this. This setup in here is crazy. It took him 25 minutes to set this up. We got 2 lights back there, like I set up the whole table, but it was just funny.
My whiskey superpower. That is a good question. I don't think I have a whiskey superpower. Like, I feel like my nose is pretty average, because sometimes I get notes from other people. Once it's like I've tasted something and it's like they said, it's like, I do kind of get that nose. So I kind of have like an average nose. So I wouldn't say I have a whiskey superpower.
Interesting.
I don't think I did.
He is the lighting guy. If you need a lighting guy, call Josh.
Yeah, you need some light. You see, we have one lamp off, but yeah, you need some lights done in here.
I'll tell you what, the filming he did today at the pick was fantastic. We have some awesome clips for you guys as well. So that'll be out probably before you were seeing this anyway. So
yeah, it probably will be, because what's today? Friday. Give me a week.
Probably about right. We could probably make it work. Josh, this is our last segment. This is what we're calling the laughs. If you were a bottle of bourbon, what would you be? And why?
If I was a bottle of bourbon, I would probably want to be like a bottle of Four Roses. A lot of people like Four Roses. It's not the hypest bottle. It's not a per se bottom of the barrel bottle. So, that mid-tier bottle, some people like it, some people don't. But if you don't, it's not for a bad reason that you don't like it. It's just, everything isn't for everybody.
It's a good answer. Okay. This is a cool one, Josh. If you could share a bourbon with 4 historical figures, who would it be? Why would you talk? Why would it be them? And what would you talk about?
Historical figures. So he's historical to me. Maybe not everybody, but my favorite comedian of all time, Bernie Mac. I want to share a quote with him.
The mechanism was why, and then what would you talk about?
Yeah. Wait, it was for 4 people or just one?
You can do one, or you can do like a round table. It's up to you.
I think all of mine would probably be like comedians dead or alive, but it'd probably be like, my 4 would be Bernie Mac, Richard Pryor, Dave Chappelle, and
it would be you. You're the 4th.
I wish I could get paid for my jokes.
Well, it was 4 people at the table.
Like 4 total. So those would be the 3 people. I don't even know what I would want to talk about. Y'all just talk. Let's see where the conversation goes, and let's see how much laughing we can do. That's really it. Okay,
I got a follow-up question. We get off the wall for this one. What bottle would you bring out of this shelf to go meet them?
Out of what I have, I'd probably bring either the Dexter 3 Wood, which is a choice I know none of you were expecting. I'd probably bring that, or the John J. Bowman single barrel.
We all didn't know this, but we were very, very close to getting a John J. Bowman pick. So I still want to do one. It's a good answer. I'm surprised you didn't say JD14. I thought you would have said that. Can't get rid of it.
That's about so. Some of your bottles, yes, bourbon is about sharing and being friendly with the community. Some of your bottles and your honey holes, you're not gonna share. So yeah, certain stuff I'm not ready to share yet. That doesn't mean I'm not willing to share, but certain stuff is like, yeah, no, I'm not sharing that right now.
Okay, that's a good one for you. I think you brought this one up earlier though. What is your most bottle kill worthy moment in life so far?
I would have to say graduating college had some adversities with that. So I graduated, May of this year. That and proposing.
You did kill a bottle on proposing though, so yeah.
And if I was really into bourbon at the time, I've always drunk bourbons, but if I was into bourbon like I am now, when my son was born, I probably would have had to, go pick a celebratory bottle.
It'll probably be future wedding, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah, my next one would be wedding and the birth of my child, which some of you know, some of you don't know.
Well, at this point, they would have already told them.
We'll have the gender.
If you could invent a wild bourbon-infused food, what would it be?
A bourbon-infused food. So give me a bourbon smoked queso.
To be fair, guys, we're at Josh's house and the smoker outside. It's like, I'll tell you when to stop.
But yeah, like a nice queso. Pick your choice of meat, chicken, steak, whatever you want. But yeah, I think that would be something good. Splash of bourbon, mix that in, cook it up. I think that'd be something pretty good.
Actually sounds fun.
It does.
Make me a little hungry.
Mind you, we just had Longhorns.
Okay, Josh, we got 3 more questions left. What is the most overrated bottle in your selection?
You almost got to answer before you finish the question. In my selection, the most overrated bottle currently, because it is still technically allocated because it's not available everywhere, the most overrated bottle is going to have to be E.H. Taylor Small Batch. It's a good bottle. 50 retail, yes. But the hype that it has, and we're going to hold it and charge you double, 120, 130, no. I don't think it's biased. Yes, I got both of my bottles for retail from Sazerac House in New Orleans, but I don't think that has much to do with it. With some of these allocated bottles, it's more the name than the taste that you're chasing. You're chasing to say, yeah, I've had an E.H. Taylor. I've had, a Booker's this. I've had Midwinter's Night Dream. I've had this. I've had that. But some of it you don't actually enjoy.
It's crazy. Also, a follow-up question: what is your most overrated bottle, in your opinion, outside of your collection?
Blends. The original regular blends. I haven't had straight from barrel, gold, the Japan series, any of that. So
I said the regular barrels out of the overrated and mine too.
I hadn't had straight from the barrel, but regular blends, when I got it, I wasn't super impressed. It wasn't like, oh yeah, I need to go get another bottle. It was like, this is what y'all hiking up. And ever since then, that's when I've been on my craft distillery run. Give me everything that's not the big six.
I'll tell you what, Buffalo Trace is really good at one thing: supply and demand, and they killed it at that. You also got to realize, though, with supply and demand, they made the younger age statements. You're getting younger stuff every single time. I know one of our friends went and did a Buffalo Trace Blanton's pick, and the oldest juice they had was 6 years old.
I don't even think it's supply and demand. Buffalo Trace does a great job of creating FOMO.
Well, it was because of COVID, and then the supply and demand came because of that.
But like now, it's just like, to me, like within 2 months, well, you already had the regular Sazerac Rock. Then you made the 100 proof, or yeah, did it call it 100? Yeah, you made the 100 proof. So that was one. Then once you made the 100 proof, you came around with a cash strength. Then you came around with a different. You made 3 different.
And then this is a BTAC now. It's just crazy too.
You made 3 different releases of a rye within 3 months. For what? And most of it is probably the same juice. You just did it. Obviously, you didn't proof it down. So are we really getting new stuff, or you're making us think we're getting something new?
I think all their rye is pretty much sourced too. So, okay, 2 questions left, Josh. What bottle are you bringing for the apocalypse?
The bottle I'm bringing for the apocalypse, it's probably going to have to be my favorite bottle ever. 4 Roses Single Barrel. That was the one that got me going and made me deep dive cannonball into bourbon. So yeah, it's only right.
All the way in, all the way out. Love it. That's awesome.
Stay true to who I am.
Okay, I got a good one for you. Last one. Describe your palate only using fast food items.
Fast food items? That is a difficult. So when you say using fast food items, are we talking about
Like you can have like Chick-fil-A for your
Quality.
sandwiches, or you can have like the quality matches up with like the spiciness. It's a really hard question. I get it.
Okay. So
You're like, oh, I'll get the deluxe chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A, but I like this sauce instead, or from this place. Like you can mix it more.
okay. So
You're salty like McDonald's fries.
I would probably have to go with like fries from Chick-fil-A. If I could go with like my choice of protein, is this Mexican restaurant not far from me that has great chicken tacos, street tacos. I'd probably have to go with their chicken, but I don't know if I want to make it a sandwich because tacos and French fries sounds weird. But
To make it like a poutine thing.
also true. Or I could be like one of those greedy people and do one of those everything burritos. But so yeah, I'd go Chick-fil-A fries. Protein is Mexican seasoned chicken for tacos. And I don't know, I'd probably do that as like a chicken sandwich. So yeah, give me a Mexican chicken sandwich with some Chick-fil-A fries, and I'm gonna need a McDonald's Sprite to wash it all down.
That is the craziest answer I've heard yet.
But it's a
crazy question.
variety of everything that you like and everything that you get, which is your palate.
Yep.
Wide variety.
The burst of flavors. You never know what's coming. But I just want to thank Josh for coming on to the 10 Glen Society podcast. This will be out soon. By the time you guys receive this, will be out soon. We're really excited for the short barrel pick. I hope you guys are excited. I want to congratulate Josh on the upcoming wedding and the upcoming baby. So hope it's your boy or girl.
I am hoping for a girl so I can be done having kids and the bourbon budget doesn't get messed with too much more. Don't tell my fiance or my kids that, but yeah. So
Happy either way. Love it. Thank you for having me in your home, Josh. Cheers, y'all. We'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.
stay safe, drink safe.